John's in his, hey, I'm a gangster.
Yeah, I know.
Rogue.
I am fucking shattered, by the way. You know, I was telling you, I was up at 5:30 this morning, but it was one of those nights where, like, I kept waking up every 20 minutes because I thought it was going to be, like, you dream you're going to be late for work. So it was, like, 3 o'clock, 3:10. I woke up at 5:30. I was like, oh, my God. Like, it was just the worst day. I was like...
What are you fanning yourself with?
Matt.
I thought that was a poppadom or something, like a naan bread.
Poppadom.
Yeah.
Who's got the quiz? Let's move straight into the quiz.
No.
We ain't got a quiz.
There's a lot's happened since the last one, so we need to,
There's been loads happening. Right, hello and welcome to the Football Humans. We've had an international break and, we've not been around for a few weeks. How's it been going, guys? We been enjoying the fact that Newcastle have new owners? Let's start things there. What do we think? Good for the Premier League? Who wants to play at Newcastle? Are they going to attract any good players?
Newcastle, the one club I can think of that just completely get left behind. Everyone else has spent the money and got money, and they've just not spent anything for years and years and years because of Ashley. So, yeah, we don't really want money taken over. But I hate all that stuff, as we know, we all agree on that. But Newcastle are getting left behind, and it's been going on for so long that they need a break, and they need to catch up with everyone else. And because they're a big club, and you want them to do well, I want them to do well anyway.
I actually think they're going to be in a relegation battle. Whether
they will this year, definitely.
They've got this money or not.
They definitely are. Yeah.
Because who's going to go there in January? Like, they've got one transfer window and we know that, like, signing, you've got to make a team. You've got to have a team of players that play together.
I read that the first pot is not that massive. I mean, it sounds massive, but 50 million.
50 million.
These days.
Yeah.
Yeah, 50 million. That's not average player, isn't it?
Yeah, it's Ben White. It's like two 20 million pound players. So, and they need a few more than that. But yeah, I mean, unfortunately for Steve Bruce, I don't think he's going to last very long. I mean, I feel a bit sorry for him actually. He's not done a terrible job there. He's done all right.
No, and the abuse he's been getting is just abhorrently. It's ridiculous. I think. Like, what could he have done? Like, what? He's had no money to spend. He's just been given average players. He's not done that badly. I mean.
No,
he's kept in the league, and they're they've been finishing just below mid-table and stuff. What do you expect?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I think it is a bit harsh. And it's good. I mean, it's good for Newcastle fans for sure that they've had a takeover. Obviously, there's the whole Saudi Arabia issue and stuff, which you can't skirt over around. But but there's other clubs who've got other people with interests in
country backing them. Yeah.
So glass houses and stones and all that shit.
Yeah, exactly.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So, but that's like a bigger argument of why they let people take over these clubs. Well,
I wonder why the reason was because they rejected it. But is it because that they've proven that Amanda Staveley or whatever and her husband and this guy Jamie Rubin, who just like seems like a little twat. Like his dad's a billionaire and he's just like he's 25 and he's just been given loads of money. But they proved that they're the actual owners rather than the Saudi Arabians. I mean, something like that, is it?
Maybe. I mean, he's clearly backed by them, but it's like...
Yeah.
I don't know. It was, they were all out in force yesterday, weren't they? Like, the fans were going mad. Ant and Dec were in the crowd.
Yeah, I know.
It was like party atmosphere for about...
Yeah, it was.
Well, definitely, first 2 minutes when... Callum Wilson scored. They must have thought giving him a right push up. But you've got to say, I only watched the highlights, but Newcastle's defence is absolutely shocking.
Yeah,
they're really bad. Their goalkeeper's I think he's a bit shite as well.
Carl Dallow, I think Newcastle, that's the strongest position they've had for years. It's like they've always got decent keepers. I think, like whether it be Tim Krul, Dubravka, Carl Dallow, Rob Elliott. Who's the other one that was playing for them? Freddie Woodman. There had about 4 or 5 quite decent keepers.
Yeah, Krul was decent
from
him.
I think Cardwell's quite a decent player. But...
No, I think they're a bit average. And I think, I mean, they've definitely missed Wilson. And if they're going to, stay up, they're going to need him firing on all cylinders. Literally. Yeah. But I think they're bang average. John Joe Shelby coming on and getting 2 yellow cards and get sent off like
stupid, eh?
It's just standard.
They're just shocking. That does no one any favors, does it? Especially poor Steve Bruce under pressure. I just think
he meant well.
He meant well, but I mean,
he came out all fired up and misjudged it completely. But he meant well. Yeah.
He did 2 professional fouls, didn't he? He knew that guy was.
There's 2 stupid fouls.
Regular
fouls. Yeah, you can see
going in through, and he just it was cynical. But what was the best goal you saw this weekend, guys?
I mean, there's a reason he's asking this.
Well, I'm just putting it out there.
He's clearly got an answer, Ras.
I've got an answer. What are you saying? Best goal of the weekend.
Really good. Yeah. As a Man United fan, you would say that, though.
As a neutral, I believe Mason Greenwood's was the best goal. But who are you saying? You're saying Salah, are you?
It's Mo Salah, isn't it?
Mo Salah's goal. He's just brilliant.
The other one that I thought was actually Mane's goal because of Salah's ball.
Oh, it was brilliant. What
I mean, that ball at the outside of the foot was something else, man. That was just unbelievable, mate. It's an absolute peach. Yeah, if you score that goal on FIFA with that sort of ball, you're running around the room.
Yeah, literally. I've really been enjoying everyone giving Salah the praise that I think he deserves.
Bumming him up.
Literally. But
he's brilliant, though. He is brilliant.
He is, yeah.
Best player in the world, At
the moment, I just don't think anyone gets near him. He's
no way.
Week in, week out at the moment. Been absolutely brilliant. So Liverpool, flying, but we're not
storming the league again. You think
we're not top of the table, are we, Michael? Who's top of the table, mate?
No. The battlers, mate. The battlers at the bridge. Well, it's at Brentford Community Stadium, actually. But I mean, we were proper backs to the wall in that last 20 minutes.
Oh, it was. How Brentford never scored, I'll never know.
Brentford were really impressive in that whole game, actually. I thought, we played well in the first 60, 70 minutes, but Brentford played well throughout as well. And at the end, they just were relentless, man.
Yeah.
And if it wasn't for Mendy, who was first class, we'd have been in trouble. And I've got to say, even the back line, inexperienced, like Sarr came in his debut, didn't do too bad, thought he was all right.
Yeah.
Chalobah played well again. Christensen was solid as always. But you got to give Brentford credit. They'll be all right, they'll be all right.
Oh, massively. They'll be top 10, I would think.
I think they'll do. Yeah. There will be a little dip because there's always a little dip, but at the moment they're really going toe to toe.
Yeah, if they have a couple of major injuries to key players, they might struggle a little bit. But it's the same as sort of when Leeds last year. They're really high energy press on the ball. It's like whether it lasts, I don't know.
Leeds are struggling at the moment.
Leeds aren't doing so well this year.
Yeah.
Sheffield United had that same thing, got relegated the next season. So, I don't know, maybe a little pattern building there.
Maybe there is, but at the moment, they're great to watch, Brentford. I enjoy watching them, and I think, they're doing all right. So, John, your goal of the weekend was Mason Greenwood's strike for Man United, but...
Actually, it was Craig Halkett's back post header in stoppage time at Ibrox. That was my...
obviously, you're going to go there,
Mason Greenwood, a close second.
Obviously going to go there. What is going wrong at Manchester United at the moment? Obviously, I'm loving it from a Liverpool fan perspective. But do we think...
I think it's clear to see.
I don't mind it either, really.
No, exactly.
I think Gary Neville's hit the nail on the head. I think it's clear to see that the front kind of five, nobody likes to track back, nobody likes to defend, and nobody likes to chase the ball and do the work for the team. It's very much kind of like, we hit
you
play
can't
nice football and score goals.
Doing it, eh?
But at the same time, Harry Maguire is he's just a fucking joke, him, honestly. I know it's he's improved. Everyone's saying, he's much better than he was, and he is world class, and England captain, Man United captain, whatever. Well, he's not England captain, actually, but England number 5, so England centre half, whatever. But, I mean, the mistakes he makes, you can compare him with Vidic and Ferdinand or whatever, but they would never make these kind of mistakes that he does.
No.
Maybe once in a career, but consistently crap mistakes, like just nonsense, like rubbish.
When he goes shouted out, I didn't. I mean, he's good, but I don't think he's as good as everyone thought. And I was watching the highlights with Steve yesterday, and he was like, "Oh, I've never rated Maguire," and he's like, "I always have John Berry like sticking up for Maguire all the time." But it sounds like you're not.
No, I never stuck up for Maguire. No, I always flagged off Maguire, but I think recently, maybe I can't remember the conversation. I don't think I've ever had a conversation with Steve about Maguire. But if we have, I probably just said, "Well, listen, he's had a good season about the last season." But no, I'm in agreement with Steve. Like I've never. Well, I think it's because of the price tag, £80 million.
Yeah, it doesn't help.
For that, it's just unreal.
Yeah, I think
for someone so dodgy is just who you wouldn't be surprised had a clanger of a game, like made several mistakes. I mean that, yeah. Obviously the back passes stuff. I'm funny about the ball when Leicester scored, but also Leicester's header came out of his third or fourth goal. I mean, it was like a schoolboy. He just stand there. He doesn't even know where he is. I mean, it's pathetic. Really, really bad.
Well, I don't know if it's like maybe whoever he's partnering with all the time, but he just seems positionally he gets lost sometimes.
Yeah,
right?
it does. Yeah,
yeah, definitely.
But I think he was great at Leicester.
Leicester played well.
I thought Maguire was great at Leicester and he was good at Hull.
He was.
But I think Man United brings a whole different pressure that I just don't think he looks out of his depth sometimes. He's not consistently great. Whereas you could get away with having a dodgy game at Leicester and still be thought of as a really good defender.
But yeah, I mean, I know what you mean, but I don't think it's his ability. I think he's got the ability. I just think his decision making is absolutely atrocious consistently. Like he's got the ball. It's like he's a ball to midfield or square it to somebody, your fullback. But he's constantly trying to fanny about with it. Like it is constant, just like, what is he doing? What the fuck is he doing? It's not ability. It's just his decision making is just ridiculous.
Do we think?
You know what I mean?
Do we think Ollie's going to go before Christmas?
No, Ollie won't go. He'll get the season anyway, and I think they'll try and give him as long as possible. He'll definitely get the season.
You think he'll get the whole season?
Yeah.
If they're still
not so sure,
if they're still struggling around Christmas time, and I don't know, someone like Conte is available, or a high caliber manager is available, I think he'll get pushed.
But it depends what you mean by struggling, because sorry to bring up Russ, but Mourinho at Chelsea when you could have been relegated. I mean, Man United aren't there. It's just we expected Man United to be top of the league or within a point of the top of the league at this time. But if Man United are sitting in fourth, that would count as struggling. But he'll get the season. If they don't make the Champions League, they finish fifth, he'll go at the end of the season.
Yeah, but
he won't get the season.
To be honest, like, do they not have to be up there at the minute? I mean, look at that team. Look at the investment in that team. I mean, it's added pressure. We said this at the start of the season. It's added pressure that he probably didn't really want. Like, especially because his choice was Ronaldo was probably never his choice.
Yeah.
These are all signings that have come from above. Maybe he's like said okay to them, but at what point does he have much of an option? And then it just adds more pressure.
He needs to find the right the ingredients to make that to make it a team rather than just names like Real Madrid, where they just playing names and the names of the field. So they've got to play. It doesn't matter if they're going to fit in the team or not. They've got to play. I mean, it's like me making a dinner, and I'm like, right, I've got steak, lobster, truffle, caviar, monkfish, and so that's all I've got. It's like, well, that's great, but I've got great ingredients, but that's not going to make a meal, is it? What am I going to do? I need, you know what I mean? I need the spinach, I need the cabbage, you know what I mean? And that's what Man United need. They need the spinach and the cabbage. And by that, I'm talking about your Roy Keanes, your Nicky Bucks, Darren Fletcher.
Yeah.
Not just Ronaldo, Bruno Fernandes, Pogba, Greenwood. You're not going to get it might be attractive football going forward. They might have some game where they're just absolutely on fire and it's oh my god, these guys are brilliant, win 5-0. But when they go and get stuff, cold Tuesday night in Stoke, you're not going to see all them tracking back to help big slapheads who's probably just trying to keep the uppies in his own box. Arsenal.
Yeah. But that doesn't help him, does it? If he's, if you're supposed to defend as a team, so that doesn't help him. I'm not sticking up for him too much, but I will say that, it can't help things, surely. Every time there's a counter attack, you're like, right, lads, we're on our own here. No one else is coming to help. Like, They're all fucking still up there, pissing around. Like,
yeah, Matic's the only defensive one they had in that kind of midfield of strikers, and he's slow as fuck.
Yeah.
They really need to sort that out. But it's like, you're right. I mean, you're saying all these.
I don't think they can sort it out anymore.
That's it's Solskjaer's job. I mean, if they get beat, there's no point in saying next week it's like, well, the players aren't working as a team enough, they're not working hard enough. It's like, yeah, well, that's you. The team you keep picking is this team who aren't working hard enough. You keep picking the team. So, yeah, you'll have the season a bit, but that's it.
So you touched on it there, John.
What?
Oh, sorry, broke up.
Oh,
yeah, you are fanning yourself with the poppadom, but you touched on it there. So last minute equaliser. How did it feel? What's going on in Scottish football at the moment? And
Hearts have started to seem really well. It was no more than we deserved, actually. I mean, I watched the game on Saturday, and it was just like it's the same every single time. It's the same through my life, my parents' life, my grandparents' life. You'll never get anything through Glasgow. The referees will give you absolutely nothing. It's just most of the time there's no point in turning up. Hearts had 2 Stonewall penalties. Rangers player grabs the Hearts player by the throat, squeezes his neck. The Hearts player gets booked, and the Rangers player gets booked. It's like, oh, book you both. What? Because my neck was egging him on, was it? It's just pathetic.
Your neck
and
was
then
asking for it.
And they had 2 offsides when they'll clean through as well. So offside again, but it was Rangers TV watching. Never showed the replay. You never seen a replay. I knew it was commentating on Rangers TV. It was Clive Tilsley as well. So a bit bizarre. But no more than we deserve. So yeah, stick it right up them because
So
we're ready for the battle.
Are you believing?
It's going to be a long season, but they need to sign another goalkeeper because that's the weakest point of the team. Craig Gordon's great, but if Gordon gets injured, then we will leak goals because the reserve keepers we have are really, really bang average. So they really need to strengthen goalkeeper and then possibly another striker as well. But no, I'm feeling confident. I just feel like they should go with the thing where there's nothing to lose. I was a bit disappointed the first half. I just felt like they were trying to stretch Rangers and stuff. They were passing the ball a bit. It was pass. But it's like there was no kind of killer instincts. Like that's what they need. And it's like it's not just Hearts. It's certain games you watch, even in England. It's the games you watch, but like they need to fucking attack them and actually want to score goals rather than just keep this kind of possession football. You know what I mean? It's like they need to just. You've only got 90 minutes.
He was a perfect example as well.
What was that?
Chelsea against Man City. We just
exactly. It's a waste of time.
Can't expect to win if you're going forward yourself. Like
and there's no reason for it, is it? It's like, well, we knew they'd be at us, so we're trying to kind of keep it tight. It's like, well, they'll attack you anyway. The best form of defence is attack. Get in their faces for 90 minutes, especially against teams like Man City, or from our perspective, Celtic and Rangers. Get in their faces, frustrate them, frustrate the crowd, and another one as well. Did you see the Hibs Rangers played the week before, and the Hibs player got sent off after 15 minutes for a high tackle? It looked absolutely fine, but it's a replay. It was like, well, his studs were showing, and the referee was saying, and all the pundits are saying, well, no, that's the rules. They've got to stamp this out. If you go in like that, Rangers player Joe Remo did it to Hearts player. He's studs right in the guy's knee. He slid in, literally took his knee out. It was a booking. The referee stand watching it. He gives a booking, so he's seen it. He's like, I don't want to send him off. Like, I can't send a Rangers player off at Ibrox, so I'll just give him a booking, and that's it dealt with. It's like, can you fuck off and just start? This is why we need VR in Scotland because, well, I don't want to rant here, but it's been for years. What?
Is there no? Have they not said they're bringing it in at all?
They are in the next 1 or 2 years, apparently. But my problem is, though, because you'll have a Scottish referee in the St George's Park or whatever it's going to be in Scotland, they'll probably still get the thing wrong. Celtic player diving in the box, penalty, VR. It was a penalty. It was a penalty because they don't want to say, I don't want to. It'll just be fucking farcical. What they need to do is in Scotland bring foreign referees in because honestly, it's nothing new. It's just been forever. But
you've said that before. You said that.
Yeah, they need to because it's just embarrassing.
Just embarrassing.
Anyway, happy with the point. Considering, but I would have liked to go through and give them
top
a good
of the table still, aren't you?
Well, Rangers are top. Hearts are a point behind them.
It's a point. All right, okay. Well, not bad. And how's Celtic getting on?
The 5th.
All right.
Good.
Yeah.
Well, Fair enough. Right, guys. I'm just gonna bring up all-time Premier League quiz.
Bring it on.
What do you want to do?
Yeah.
Dan and Ben, you choose.
Shall we do all-time Premier League foreign players quiz?
Yes.
Yes.
That is an Elka.
Yeah.
It's got to be an Elka, isn't it?
Yeah. Nobby Solana.
Yeah. Taribo West.
Fucking hell, I forgot about him.
Yakubu.
Wow,
Yeah.
this is these are just facts. This is not a quiz. Just got facts here, guys.
That's no good.
It's no good.
Unless you can make them into questions. That's hard work. It's too much hard work.
It's too much like hard work.
Yeah.
It's like, I mean, it's great. It's great facts, but it's not a quiz.
Wait, you watching the Arsenal Palace game tonight?
I probably will actually. Yeah. Top 3 amazing facts about Manchester United. Let's see if you can guess the top 3 amazing facts about Manchester United.
Go on.
Oh God, they're crap facts.
Oh God.
They wear
The
red.
first fact: most goals, wins, clean sheets in the English Premier League.
Boring.
This isn't even a quiz,
That's a
is
crap fact.
No, it's not a quiz.
That's a really
What, are we just going to listen to you telling us stuff we already know? They
First
play
to
at Old
score
Trafford.
Apparently, they were the first to score 1,000 goals at home in the English Premier League, and the first English team to participate and win the European Cup.
Who was the first British team to play in Europe?
Don't know. The way you've asked that, probably Hearts.
Celtic. It's going to be a Scottish team. Right?
It's a Scottish team, yeah? Motherwell. No?
I'll give you a Leicester quiz quickly.
Let's do that, mate.
The answer's Hibs. Anyway, carry on, Ras.
I just said Hibs.
I thought you said Rangers.
I never
You nodded at Rangers.
What?
You nodded at Rangers.
No, I couldn't even hear what you were saying.
Right, you got 6 minutes. Let's do a Leicester quiz.
Okay. Every player to score 10 plus goals for Leicester. Premier League goals.
Fucking hell. Heskey, Vardy, Tielemans, Albrighton, Okazaki, Ajoa, Steve Guppy. How many is there?
Steve Guppy? No, he's not one.
Yeah. Muzzy, is it?
Yeah. He's third.
Muzzy, is it third? Wow.
Yeah.
Jamie Vardy's got to be top.
Joint with Emma Heskey. Yeah, 1, 2, 4. That's why it was on there. Because I mean, that's amazing that he's got 124 goals.
That's mad, dude.
It really is.
Yeah. Started so late.
Did we get the top 5? Steve Claridge.
No. You're missing one top 5, I think.
Is he a Premier League winner?
Steve Claridge.
No. You may have said him. I mean, he barraged off a load of names without me even being able to check them. So.
Okazaki, Ajoa.
Yeah, they're on there, but they're not up there.
Slimani.
No way, man.
Cambiasso. Wes Morgan. Robert Huth.
No, none of these. You're just saying Leicester players.
Just saying Leicester players now.
Of course I am. So, who's top 5 then?
Jamie Vardy, Riyad Mahrez. Did you say him?
Mahrez.
Mahrez. No, we didn't say him.
Muzzy, is it? Emo Heskey. And Tony Cottee. Oh, TC.
Tony Cottee, yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Right, lovely. Should we call it a day?
Yeah, I mean, we need to prepare better for the quiz, really, don't we?
Yeah, we do.
Well,
rather than just Googling.
we had
last
such
minute.
a nice international break, and doing this over Zoom, like maybe we'll meet next week in the pub.
Let's do that.
Because
I feel like this is like a post-international break, and we've not turned up. It's one of those.
Yeah, no.
Manager's excuse afterwards is like, they've done a lot of traveling. They've done this.
In podcasting terms, I think that's a good analogy you've come up with there. Right?
Yeah. Unprepared.
Sorry, listeners. It's been a shame, but do stick with us. We'll be back on form next week.
Yeah.
That match.
4 weeks training ahead of us, so it's fine.
Yeah. Damn right. What do we reckon?
Yeah.
On that note, bye.
Enjoy your dinners. Enjoy the art, Rams.
Right.
All right. Take it easy, guys.
See you later. Bye.